Well, hi there. What I'm going to do now is take you through basically the setup I've got for the SmartThings I've dotted around the house at the moment. So for simplicity, what I'm going to do is run the actual app on a tablet here, because I can take pictures of it quite large. It works actually much better on a phone than a tablet. Tablet's fine in portrait mode like this, but if you sort of turn it over to landscape, then things don't work quite as well as they should. But so let's take you through the setup I've got here. So here's your front door, and this is a sort of multi-purpose sensor here. I've basically just blue tacked the sensor onto the door itself, and then there's a partner part there, so that when you actually open the door, you can actually see it opening and closing, and there's temperature sensor in there as well. So moving on through the house, let's have a look there. There's where your hub is. It has to sit within range of a wired hub connection. In this case, that's quite right next to the Xbox and the other stuff. That's actually been fairly easy to set up with, apart from a couple of little internet flubs. Now another thing with the mains, there's basically a plug which you can switch on and off with this system. And what I've done is put that plug actually underneath there, and I've got a lamp set up there. Then the last of the sort of fixed installation type things is the motion sensor. Now in this case, I've just plonked it up on the shelf there and left it. What you could do is sort of screw it into your wall, I guess. This also has a sort of temperature sensor inside it as well, so if you want to keep an eye on the temperature in your lounge, for instance, it's useful for that. Okay, so let's go back to the front door and go back to the user interface a bit. Now you can see there's a few things you can do here. This is telling me that everything's secure at the moment. I've got it set up in what they call ARM stay mode, so that basically just keeps an eye. Excuse me. That just basically keeps an eye on the front door and see whether or not it moves. So what you can do, test that. Open up the front door there. And what's happened? There you go. The little alarm thing is set up to say, oh, okay, it's actually all gone wrong. And then simple enough. And actually, what's happened is because my phone, it's actually connected to my phone to my watch as well. Pebble watch there. You see, oh look, Pebble says front door is actually opened up. So, close that. And you can just dismiss that alert and say, okay, that wasn't actually anything serious. Not too worried about that. Okay, so that's if we come out of that section there, we can go back and have a look at some of the other things. Now, what you can do is actually look at the individual sensors. So I've got one sensor set up in the hall, front door sensor there. And you can see it's actually closed at the moment, and it's about 17 Celsius out there, which is useful to note. Now it's the only one I've got in the hall. So let's have a look at some of the other sensors. I said there's a couple of big things in the lounge as well. Motion sensor and what I've got set up for the lamp. So for instance, with the motion sensor, as I said, you can see there's actually no motion at the moment because I'm not actually in the lounge. If I move around to the lounge here, how long will it take for it to spot that I'm in here? There you go. It's actually identified that there's movement, and you can see as well that it's 24 Celsius in the lounge. Is a bit warmer than it is obviously with the sensor mounted on the front door. Okay, and then let's have a look at the final one here. The lamp. Now you can see it's actually switched on because I've set it up to such that if there is an intrusion, then the lamp actually does come on. And you can see there it is on there. And if I can go back here. Oh, where are we? I go in, switch it off, and lo and behold, the lamp's gone off all manually on itself. Now there is another sensor. Essentially a presence sensor. That's a tiny little thing actually. So we've forgotten about that one. Where are we? There you go, and there's a presence sensor as well. Now basically this you can stick on a key ring, or you stick in a pocket so you don't know, so that you're not really aware of it. And what that does is it tells if it's close to your hub, then the system knows that you're there. So when you leave the house with it, it'll switch the security on automatically, for instance.